to the splendor, the spectacle, the sparkling sensation, where the romance, the comedy, and the thrill of Disney fantasies come to electric life. And now, the Magic Kingdom proudly presents, in a million points of musical light, the magical worlds of Disney in Spectral Magic.
What a sound! Now the timpani, and the horns, now bass!
I love a solo!
Swing, Daddy, swing! Now the hop. Take it, Goofy!
Right on the beat!
Ring those bells! Wow, what a groove!
What music!
Bring it on, baby!
Gosh, how'd they do that? Look at them lights! Gee, that's pretty.
Wow, what a catchy tune! Take it home, baby!
your hand out, Madison. Put your hand out.
Oh, there's
Here comes Goofy, Ryan. Put your hand out. Put your hand out. Put your hand. Put your hand out, Ronnie. Ronnie, put your hand out. Put your hand out, Madison. You want to give him a hug?
Oh, thank you. Just having a good time starting up here. Let me play that again because I accidentally cut off how the park opened up.
And that was rope drop.
Yeah, so let's get that going again.
Put your hand out, Madison. Put your hand out.
Oh, there's
Here comes Goofy, Ryan. Put your hand out. Put your hand out. Put your hand. Put your hand out, Ronnie. Ronnie, put your hand out. Put your hand out, Madison. You want to give him a hug? Give him 5, Ronnie. Give Minnie a hug, Madison.
All right.
It is. Good with sanitize Mickey's face.
He might need to wear the
Mask.
mask. So welcome. We're gonna take a virtual trip to Epcot. So that was a park opening that we did. We think that's around 2008 to 2010 roughly.
Yeah.
I think based on seeing how small Big Ronnie was. I do miss it. They don't do that stuff anymore.
No.
It is nice. It was nice when they did that.
They did that, and then World Showcase they did a thing too before.
Yeah, that with the bus.
The bus, yeah,
right.
The double-decker bus. But they stopped all that. They stopped all fun. All entertainment seems to be. But we got it on video, so.
So we have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of attractions we can go see anywhere. Anything from Future World to World Showcase. And we also have some old attraction stuff. So we do have stuff from like the first version of Mission Space or even Test Track. And you also have things like, if you remember, the Maelstrom and the Spirit of Norway. So we have quite a bit here, about 24 plus, I'd say. So is there a preference where you guys want to head off to? If we're just entering the park, typically
Start off in Future World.
Future World, and we would either be going, depending upon what our fast passes were, we would either be going to Soarin' or Test Track.
Yep.
So I don't know if people have, if you want to put in the chat where you want to go.
Is the mic on?
Yep,
Okay.
the mic is on.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, how you doing? So if you have a preference where you want to start, what attraction you want to see in Future World, just put it in the chat. If not, we're just going to randomly pick something.
We also have old entertainment that's no longer there as well. So.
For instance, if you want, we can always head over to Canada to see the Canadian Lumberjack show. Not sure how many people have seen that.
Or Off Kilter, we have that as
we
well.
We have Off Kilter, yes. I do like them, miss them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we're going to take our pictures. We already drew them. We just have to take the pictures.
So, I say I'm gonna pick an attraction, and we'll see what you guys think of it. See if you guys like this. So, here goes nothing.
Okay, I'm going to take you right up to the cones, hit the brakes, and see if I can steer you through. Hold on. Okay, let's try it again, this time with the anti-lock brakes.
ABS reactivated.
Captain, hold on. No going in cars though. We gotta go to All right.
Have you seen that little kid in the white running? That was Ronnie running to go into one of the cars.
Yes. So I don't know. What do you miss the old test track?
I do. I like the queue better because it seemed like you had more stuff to look at. The new queue seems like it's a car showroom. There's not really much.
Well,
modern.
To me, it's kind of like they try to do a Tron theme, but not do a Tron theme.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
I mean, the ride's the same, but I don't know.
Something about to have the crash test dummies.
Yeah, it was funny.
Well, and just at least it was something to entertain the kids. I mean, I was entertained.
Yeah.
With that queue.
Yeah.
So these days I think we're just going through single rider line when we go on that.
Yeah.
Because it's
Quicker.
And with that not being as many attractions at Epcot, you're not going to get fast passes, so everything gets really long. And like Charlie says, he always does
Like the
fast pass.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah. If we get a fast pass, we do it. But if we don't, we do single rider.
Single rider.
And
So we bypass all that anyway.
Yeah. And basically, we get on quickly, and usually two are in the same car, but we always wait for each other at the end. I mean, the kids are old enough now; they don't have to. They can go on their own.
Yep.
If need be. Oh. Did you have the mic on? You still have the mic on. What are you doing?
I'm messing up. But I guess we'll go over to
Spaceship Earth.
So it'll be interesting to see. I know Disney was going to redo a lot of this. I wonder if they still will with everything that's going on. But we have a couple of videos of it, so
Yep.
it's always a favorite of ours.
We have like 1,000 videos.
It's always a favorite of ours, so why don't we
Let's go on. Sit back and relax and go on Spaceship Earth.
Sounds good.
Inside here, please during your slow-moving journey, your time machine will slowly rotate backwards and may stop momentarily. For your safety, remain seated all the time. During your slow-moving journey, welcome aboard. On a map in front of you, please show us where you're from.
Schöffensberg. Spelti nel Hattet hat tem enti impaem. So session zut chati even more.
At this point, each civilization has its own form of writing, which none of the others can understand. But the Phoenicians, who trained the Hebrews and Egyptians, they created a single common alphabet.
وأطاب بطلب الجملة بطال الشمس.
أنا هنقول لك بشام شازم ما لك لشور بترخيص
איש סיבים נעימים ומשים אידירים.
נעים חברים היומיים
36 Olympics in Berlin. Amelia Earhart today became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic. We saw the figure of the
we have to invent a new language. So it's not by hand, but by computer. And just very largely
Attention travelers, please remain seated. Your time machine is rotating backward for your return to Earth. In preparation for your return to Earth,
for the first time in history, all of us can have a say about the kind of world we want to live in. The choices we have made for the last 30,000 years have been inventing the future one day at a time. And now, it's your turn. One day at a time. And now, it's your turn.
Remain seated. Your vehicle will begin moving immediately. Remain seated, please. Our travels are resuming now.
Shall we? On your way to school, add in some amazing new technology that we happen to know about.
Okay, we're gonna come back. Hello, Jim from Sunshine. How you doing today? Thanks for joining.
Welcome to Epcot.
Yeah, deciding not to finish the Spaceship Earth part. I think as Charlie mentioned, that last part after the garage
is so long.
That's usually where I go ahead and just start taking a nap. I get so bored. I make faces when we're going up on the camera screen, just to try to have a little fun when you.
Yeah, but my head's always like I got a bite taken out of it, or my face looks horrible. I try to like pose and it still looks terrible every time. So where we were heading next, I think Charlie wanted to go on Maelstrom.
So I am kind of sad about this ride being replaced. I mean, they replaced it with a great ride. You know,
yeah.
The Frozen Ever After. And I mean, it's still the same ride system, just a different theme. But
right.
In a way, I did like Maelstrom. I always tried to go on that.
I just liked because it was like the Norway tradition, you know, is cool. Kind of educational. It seems like they're going more towards all movies and stuff instead of the educational part of Epcot. But I mean, I guess that's what sells, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So
here we go.
Let's go on to Maelstrom. I'm glad I get this before it closed.
Yes.
So let's see how well I did here.
No se permite tomar fotos con flash dentro de la atracción máster. Remain seated, keeping your hands on.
You are not the first to pass this way. Nor shall you be the last. Those who seek the spirit of Norway face peril and adventure, but more often find beauty and charm. We have always lived with the sea, so look first to the spirit of the seafarer.
always been. We've always been adventure.
So, love that ride. I think this is, I only filmed this twice when we went on there, and luckily, before they announced the closing on that trip, I had a feeling something was going on with the ride, and I'm glad I videoed that as well.
Yeah, you videoed the movie, right?
I had to.
And then we had to stay in there for like 30 minutes to get it without people kept walking by, and he's like going crazy. He's like, I gotta get this because this is the last time we can get it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I seen it like 10 times. I'm like, okay, I know it by heart now.
I love the movies that a lot of the countries do. I don't know. I can just stay there, watch them right over and over and over
like
again.
one of my favorite sayings is, "There's always time for Tai Chi."
Yeah. So we are right next to Mexico. Do you want to check out the 3 caballeros?
Or do they want to see the Spirit of Norway? Or I don't know.
Let's go check out rides.
Okay.
Movies can get kind of boring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you always walk through the door. We used to too, but like once in a while I would stay and watch it. But that one time we watched it like 10 times.
Yeah. Now with the 3 caballeros, so you have the ending scene with Donald, Pachito. Oh, what's the other one?
I don't know. Avocado. I don't know his name.
I thought it began with an F. But remember...
Federico.
Fabio.
Felix.
But remember, do you like it better now that they're animatronics, or do you like it better when they were a screen? Because remember, they started out as being the screen.
Do you have the scenes with the hydrolators? Do we have that? With them going with the scuba diver up and down, or the elevators? I don't think so.
I do. I don't know if I put it in. We can check that out afterwards, and we can see how much of it that I have. Jose, maybe. Pancho, and Donald. Well, I wasn't even close. Panchito. I was thinking Pancho.
Avocado, Fabio, and Donald.
So let's check out 3 caballeros, and I'll try to see if I know what we have at the Living Seas. I don't think I have that, but let's start here first.
It's a good catchy tune anyway.
Bienvenidos. For your safety, remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And if you have children with you, please watch it.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de la barca. Y cuídese de tu niño.
So.
Such a fun ride. And the best part about it, never a line. Well, except for Christmas time. But it goes quick.
Yeah. It's not bad.
No.
Although I'm hoping they can add a little more to Mexico because I like that pavilion.
Yeah, I wish it was
bigger. There's a lot there.
Because the restaurant takes a lot of space.
It does. And I remember trying, I think that's the San Angel Inn.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
We've eaten there twice. And we've had different feelings.
Well,
if you asked us the first time, it was great.
It was good. It tasted good. It was yummy, and it was good.
And just having the scenery there with the folks on the ride while you're eating, going through, was really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Atmosphere is nice.
And then the second time, I think everyone ended up sick.
Yeah. But the only thing, we had a good seat. We were right on the rail, right where the ride was, so we had a good view. But the food wasn't as good that time.
No. So
it was New Year's Eve, so it might have been a little rushed or not, or I don't know, something.
I don't know, but it's ruined my experience. I won't.
Yeah.
That's one that we never think about eating at again, unfortunately.
Well, like in Mexico, you got sick, so it's the same thing. Yeah, the atmosphere is awesome, but the food, the first time was good, the second time, not so much, so. It's not, we're not huge fans of Mexican food, so.
What do you mean? You go to Taco Bell all the time? Well, oh, Taco Bell's not. No, we don't go to Taco Bell. So, I'm going to put one, see if everyone remembers this show at the World Showcase France. I think this place, they were recently let go, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And hopefully it was just let go because of everything that's going on and that they'll come back because I've always loved watching this.
Yeah, I just love the entertainers and it seems like they're getting rid of all that and that's what made Epcot special. But
yeah, hopefully it's just a temporary thing. I'm hoping. So when we head on over to France, we'll take a look at this show here, see if you guys have ever stopped to watch this.
tough.
好了，人在车上去了。
That's always a fun one to watch, right?
Yeah, we usually watch that in December when it's not as hot.
And we don't watch it every time.
No.
The rewatch value isn't there for me, but
No.
every once in a while, if I don't go out of my way, but if we're walking, I may just stop to watch.
Yeah, for a few minutes.
Sometimes,
yeah, but the whistle gets too much sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, enough already.
And I think the kids like that.
Yeah.
Better. I'd rather be trying to find something to eat or something.
Yeah.
You'd rather be shopping around the countries or something.
Yeah.
So, you want to head over to like Nemo or something? We can go to the seas with Nemo and friends.
Yeah, you can do that.
Kind of reminds, get that Little Mermaid flair to it, kind of. You know, it's you're in the clamshell.
Yeah.
Similar ride system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of fun. And for some odd reason, that's always got a long line. It must be because that's something for the little kids.
Yeah. It moves quickly, though. But it seems like it's long.
Yeah. And you know there, right, they get that's where the Coral Reef restaurant is, correct? In that same building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Has anyone eaten at Coral Reef before? We did once.
Yeah. It was okay. I mean, it's...
I think you enjoyed it more because you're
Yeah.
the seafood person.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was good. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I like the atmosphere. It was cool. I just wish we were closer to the tank.
Oh, to see the sharks, yeah.
Yeah, I like sharks.
Yeah, the kids are always, whenever they could see them.
There's a shark.
There's a shark. They were too busy looking for the shark in the tank than eating.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's good to go do once, you know.
Yeah, we could always do it again.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. There's probably better seafood places.
Right.
Around somewhere. like the boathouse down downtown Disney was pretty good.
Yeah, and Cape May.
Oh yeah.
They did seafood buffet. It's good.
Your crab legs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then, why don't we just go ahead and check out the seas with Nemo and friends.
Look, I'm scared now.
stomach's inside out, I can amuse your friends. Oh, you know, I miss the excitement of the dentist's office. Hey, over to wine. Have you got any fillings? Potatoes? Pounds? Oh,
All right. That's a fun little ride, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So what about you do? Maybe just do one more attraction and maybe end it with some fireworks, somewhat.
Yeah, we can do that.
I always like Soarin'. We haven't done Soarin'.
Yeah, but the California one.
I want to do the California one. I like Over the World, which is the new one.
Yeah.
It's a fun different change. But I wish they could just play both.
Yeah.
You know, maybe out of the 3 screens they had, maybe one plays over California, the other 2 play over the world, or something, or find a way to get both in there. I mean, I don't know, but I kind of miss the original one. That was probably my favorite. I'm not saying the other one is not good, but I enjoy the music, the scenery. I just like everything about that one.
Mm-hmm.
As well as like eating downstairs at the land. There's so many different options there. The bakery's really cool there. Yeah. So yeah, why don't we go soaring over California? Here we go.
Always fun. It was. I was like late afternoon.
Soaring to tower. We are ready for takeoff. fasten your seatbelt, just push down on the red button on your right. Be sure to gather all your carry-on items from the underseat compartment.
So I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm glad I get that on video, so I can, whenever I miss it, I can just pop it in, give it a watch.
Hi, Ed and Mindy from VIP Project. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us on our little trip to Epcot today.
And not much else that you really can be doing, especially with Disney clothes. So,
Charlie, did we put you to sleep? Sorry.
I think that's good.
We didn't go on Universal Energy yet. You're not supposed to take a nap yet.
That would have been funny if he was just thinking about stupid Judy while he was sleeping. So, we're going to we're going to experience living with the land. And one thing I keep trying to do, I do a lot of these videos, even if it's just for personal use, because I try to get better with my cameras and try to, especially the low light stuff, it's a way for me to learn, try to make things better. I know it drives you nuts.
Yeah, because every ride, every time, thousands of times the same.
I just don't like to see noise, and so I try to perfect it.
He has to be perfect.
Look at using different equipment.
Yeah.
Whether it's GoPros, handy cams. I used the iPhone for a lot for our December trip, and I was relatively surprised on how well that worked out. Whenever we get to go to Disney next, we have a Sony A7 III.
Yeah, this is his camera bag when he goes to Disney. And it weighs like 30 pounds. He went his way, has a bad back at the end of the trip.
But yeah, I'm going to try the Sony A7 III next time. I think that's going to get me much better results. But it's just a pain to hold. So, all right, so why don't we go with Living with the Land.
Living with the Land.
Hopefully this came out good.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, the often surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a beginning of the cycle of life. Beneath the surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential for our lives. Nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive.
The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
In Saudi Arabia and Mexico, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on saltwater. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for pesticides by using natural predators like ladybugs and wasps to control pests. In Japan, we're learning that by adding composted leaves and other plant material to our soil, we can reduce the need for fertilizers. In farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals.
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish. But fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are 3 of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve at restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests, like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the Behind the Scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratories. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop. Please gather all your personal belongings. Lower your head and watch your step as you exit.
All right. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I never get sick of living with the land.
Yeah, it's like, it's so relaxing, and you're just like, just looking at everything, and it's like, we're here at Disney.
And I think even Stacy mentioned that was
one of her
favorite rides.
Yep.
There's some sentimental value to that, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Right? There's always those rides where there's a favorite memory.
Yeah, bring back memories and good times. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's strange, but it's a small world. I pick on it, but I like it because I remember that time. I remember we were doing the Million of Magic Dreams.
Yeah.
In Madison, our oldest got picked to actually go up to the top to the control room.
Right, and wave to everybody.
Wave to everybody. So she was waving to like boats as they were going through.
Yeah.
Got a nice little certificate saying that she did it. But that was so awesome.
That was fun. Yeah. And you had a lot of little magic moments at Disney. I mean, they did that, and then
we opened up Chef Mickey's.
We were the opening family of the day, so they got to open up the restaurant with Mickey and Minnie, and they got a special cupcake at the end.
And what about Madison and I were actually in a Disney parade?
Oh yeah,
we were marching in a Disney parade. I don't know if we
dancing. They just pick anyone to dance in front of you.
No, only certain. Because I think Ronnie was little and you were feeding him at the time. So
something like that, yeah.
And I'm not sure we videotaped that. I have to look through. But one of the things I love about Epcot is the World Showcase. Mm-hmm. Not only the food, but a lot of the entertainment, and I like stopping to listen to bands. Mm-hmm. And I think I want to go to a place with music that we really enjoy.
Yeah. And unfortunately, they got cut, so they will not be returned.
But they might be.
But they might have taken the space too for the Mary Poppins if they're still gonna do that.
Yeah.
So we don't know, but hopefully they'll come back.
Yeah. It was a good place. So we're talking about the British Revolution in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
It was a great place to get the fish and chips to go.
Yeah.
At Yorkshire, whatever, the Yorkshire place, and bring it over and eat it while you're listening to some rock music.
Yep.
From the 70s and 80s.
We're going to do Off Kilter.
All right, we can go to Off Kilter first.
And then we'll go to British. I can't even talk.
The British Revolution.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we'll do Off Kilter first. And then British Revolution, if I can talk.
All right, let's go.
for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, just way behind and willing to make a deal. But he came upon this young man's song on a fiddle and playing it hot. Double jumped up on a hickory stump, said, boy, let me tell you what. Well, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, well, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play pretty good fiddle, boy. Give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul because I think I'm better than you. The boy says, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet, you're going to regret I'm the best that's ever been. Johnny, run like you're wrong, play your fiddle hard. Just have fun with some Jordan and the devil every part. Maybe when you get the shiny fiddle and the gold, if you lose, the devil will get your soul. Opened up his case and he said, I'll start the show, and fire flew from his fingertips as he rocked up his bow. He pulled that bow across the strings and it made people hiss. And a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this. Finished, Johnny said, that's pretty good, old son. But sit back in that chair right there, let me show you how it's done. He played Fire and How the Run Boys Run, Tales in the House of the Rising Sun, Chickens in the Bread Pan picking out dough, Playing your dumb by no child know. He laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. Because I told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best that's ever been. He played Fire and How the Run Boys Run, Death in the House of the Rising Sun, Jane in the Red Crown picking out dough, ready to get out by no child know.
back. So I was really, while we were watching that, I always tell Meredith, I always can tell who's watching a video. Filming a video based on shakiness. Having the proper perspective or subject, having the subject in perfect view. And I really thought that was me doing that. But once I saw someone going down, looking at people, and then zooming in on the squirrel, I knew that was you. Because only you would do that.
But he was sitting right there in the front of the thing. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
I get easily distracted.
Yes. I wish they did bring Off Kilter back. You were mentioning you think they wanted too much money.
I think something like that. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know.
But they always had that every time they played, that place was packed.
Yeah, maybe that's true. It was blocking the way.
But I would think you want that. I mean, they could have. It attracted a lot of people to that, to the Canadian Pavilion.
Right.
But what?
Well, it looks like a film from
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's so true though.
It's true. Yeah.
Because I'm over a foot taller than you.
Yeah. That's why he films mostly everything, because I just get back in people's heads or their back actually.
So why don't we take a listen to what I have for the British Revolution? I enjoy them a lot. Right? I mean, I enjoy them, listen to them a lot. It's more type of music that we listen to or grew up listening to.
Yeah. And it was cool because you could get your picture with them. We got pictures with them a few times at the end.
And surprisingly, the kids like listening to this.
Yeah, and when they were little, they would run around the maze while they were playing. The little maze that's right by their stage.
Yeah, so why don't we give them a look. British Revolution.
Always good songs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the UK. Do you like British rock? Well, get ready for British Revolution with the greatest hits from the Stones, the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Wings, The Who, Elton John, The Police, Led Zeppelin, Duran Duran, and all of your favorites. And now, please welcome British Revolution. Since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From songs and
British Revolution, here to bring you some of the greatest British rock and roll of all time. Right now, we're going to take you on a journey to the dark side of the moon, starting with Pink Floyd's Money. We want to hear everyone singing along with another brick in the wall.
Saturday night's all right for Friday. It's getting late, haven't seen my mates. Don't tell me when the boys get in. It's 7 o'clock and I wanna rock. Gonna get a belly full of beer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more message to send out. We're going to need everyone to sing along and clap your hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sending out an SOS. 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 Here we go.
We are British Revolution, 2 more different sets to go at 7 and 8. But before we leave you, we've got something for the Beatles fans.
Sorry, but it's time to go.
boys and girls, we hope you've enjoyed.
All right, we're back from that.
Yeah.
I know, I find them very, very entertaining. I do like them better than the British invasion, right? Because those guys did dress up like Beatles.
Yeah, I forgot that you did film. That was before this. I keep calling them British invasion, but it's the British Revolution.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just quickly show the British invasion. I don't have a full set video of this, but I have something that's a couple minutes long, just so we can maybe do a comparison.
Yeah.
But like Charlie kind of said, they are four ugly dudes who just got together, decided to pick up instruments and sing some songs.
With weird wigs on. Oh, thank you, my British ears. Well, these are actually Madison's because she loves UK because One Direction and Harry Styles are from UK.
Yeah, so let's quickly just listen to the British invasion and
see how they sound.
See how ugly they are. All right, let's go.
All right.
Sorry guys, looks like I didn't play it. Give me a minute here. I'll get this straightened out. Here we go.
Anyone over here? With the Elmo t-shirt grill? We've got 6 birthdays today. Happy birthday, each and every one of you. Is anybody else celebrating a birthday the rest of July, the few days? You young man.
That's enough of that one, I think. I mean, what do you guys think? I prefer the British Revolution.
Yeah. It sounded better too. I don't know if they got better speakers or our camera is better now.
Oh, it's 2010. I'm sure that was from the looks of it, I think that was on the 8mm tape.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably not the same as it was.
Yeah, probably.
Technology is today.
Yeah.
But it looks like they did just play a lot of just Beatles songs.
Yeah, well, they were the British invasion, so that's...
Yeah, with the nice bold cuts.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get that. That can be my next quarantine haircut, the bold cut.
No, thanks. Keep the hat on.
I can become a Beatle.
No.
So maybe we will take a look at a couple other things and then end the stream. Sound good to you?
Yeah, I think we should do one more ride and then maybe Epcot Forever or Frozen Forever or...
Well, Frozen Forever is the ride.
Yeah, Frozen Forever. I'm frozen forever. Epcot Forever and, of course, everyone's favorite, Illumination.
Well, we will do one show. So let's do Frozen.
All right, and then we can vote.
Which replaced Maelstrom.
Yeah.
So I already know which one I like better, but others would disagree with me.
What?
You like Frozen, or I know Madison likes Frozen.
Yeah, I like them both.
All right, so let's go to Frozen.
Para su seguridad, mantenga las manos y brazos y pies y piernas dentro del bote y diga a sus niños, ya, abuelita. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, I know you do. As if made a magic winter show, it's summer snow for spending me and you. We're going up to Elsa's ice cup. You and you and you, all of you. See you there.
Tell us the story again, please.
On a day very much like today, our unstable choices delivered an unselfish act of true love and full of frozen heart.
Oh, and now they're best friends.
Just call it light, 'cause for the first time in forever,
You're there for my sister's magic night.
are you ready to see Elsa?
Yes, they were born ready.
finally do what frozen things do in summer.
The hot and the cold are both so intense. Pulling together.
Welcome back. Please remain seated till your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock.
Big summer blow
So, I mean, that's. I think a lot of people like this ride.
Yeah.
I think they like the overlay, right?
Yeah. Well, it's mostly for the little kids. You know, they like it.
So, one thing just for everyone that may not know this. So, we typically do dessert parties.
Mm-hmm.
I think at least a couple different dessert parties a trip.
Right.
That when they have the frozen dessert party,
mm-hmm.
when you do that dessert party, so the dessert party is held in the front stage.
Right by the gift shop there.
In the front of entrance of World Showcase.
Yeah.
So they block that off. They get tables where you get to sit down with snacks. They do have some finger food. Well, I don't know if you call it finger food, but appetizers like
a little sandwiches and stuff like that. Like
sometimes the cheeseburger, egg rolls, or
and they get
the cheese and
drinks
crackers,
alcohol and stuff like that.
And if it rains, and it rained one time, they had desserts inside of the Norway Pavilion,
Mm-hmm.
where the frozen ride is up on the second level. That was a lot of fun when we went there.
But this last trip, it was outside in the pouring rain, and we were sitting drenched, like eating desserts, like all soggy and everything. And they finally came around and gave everyone ponchos to put on. And I was like, we had umbrellas and we're eating food and we're getting soaked. But when it started the fireworks or the show, it stopped. So it was good then. But we were soaked to the skin.
But one thing to know is when you get the frozen dessert party, once the fireworks are over,
mm-hmm.
they walk you over and you get to go on frozen. Right? It's like an extra fast pass.
Right.
You just walk right to the front of the line, no one there.
They do with the little, the light. They lead us all out, walk us down there, and block off everybody, traffic. You go all right in. Don't have just walk right in, get on, and go on the ride.
Yeah. So that's just something that, if you guys want to try dessert parties, I find the Epcot one to be one of the better ones. I almost like that one better than Magic Kingdom just because the variety of snacks and other food that they provide you is better.
Usually, like with the dessert party, they give you a little gift. Like at Magic Kingdom, they gave us like a thing of chocolates. Frozen Forever, that is...
you get the Frozen Fast Pass.
Frozen Fast Pass. Hollywood Studios usually gets a popcorn bucket
or a
stein of Star Wars. And for Christmas, we did Jingle Bam. We got an ornament. So they always try to give you a little something. So
yeah, so instead of dinner, you may want to try that out. That's typically how we handle it. And I like what Stacy says here.
Yeah.
She wants to get a boat full of YouTubers and all belt out the songs and watch Avery's reaction. Oh, I would love...
I think Ronnie would have the same reaction.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. No,
all right.
That would be a video.
So why don't we end the night? Always try to end the night either watching the fireworks show at Epcot. I'm going to do Epcot Forever. I love it. I'm not sure if I like it as much as Illuminations. It's hard. But what I like about Epcot Forever, it's got songs about the past, about the first incarnation of Epcot, which I never got to see.
Yeah.
I've only seen videos that I think I would have loved.
Yeah.
Epcot present in it, but how they put it all together makes you think of the future of Epcot, which has me really excited.
Right. Yeah. I mean, everyone loved Illuminations, but it was getting dated and old, and I mean, you always love it, but it's time for a change.
And I just love listening to veggie, fruit.
Veggie,
we listen to that on our walks, and
Ronnie gets embarrassed because we're at Doyle Field and he has the phone and he has it out loud. It's not earphones, and it's playing out loud. But we walk by people hearing veggie, fruit, and Ronnie's like, "Oh my god!"
All right, so let's give Epcot Forever a watch. Enjoy.
TheDuphilyCrew.
Have they practiced before to know where the kites go? They practice? But where? Look, that looks cool. How can they do that? I know.
back.
And that was Epcot Forever. It was very not forever. It was like only less than a year show, right?
Yeah, although Harmonious was supposed to open up in the summer, so I think that's going to be delayed. So this could be playing again.
Yeah,
if they open up in the summer. So if we get to make our August trip there, Epcot Forever may be playing.
Yeah, it might be. I like it because it has all the different songs. It's, you know, a little bit of everything, which I like. And those the kites that are pulled on the jet skis are pretty neat too.
Yeah, something different, right?
It's different. Yeah, and then they light, like they have like fireworks on them too. They
sparklers.
Sparklers. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So believe it or not, I don't know what you guys thought of that footage, but I did film that on my iPhone 11 Pro using the gimbal. I love how that gimbal worked. It's the first time I ever used a gimbal.
Right.
And I only get the one that's for mobile.
It's his gimbal. It's his moves.
But I was very happy with the results that I got with the iPhone 11 Pro.
Except for when I use it. It has a mind of its own and it flipped all around. I'm like, I didn't even touch nothing. Yeah, Epcot just for a few months.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
It is kind of odd. I thought it was going to play long.
Yeah.
We only get to see it since we were down there in December.
Yeah, because we saw it 3 times when we were there, right?
Yeah. So, I think that'll do it, unless people want to see illuminations. If you do, put that in the chat.
I got my illumination ears on from the farewell. They light up. It's hard to see that they lit up there. My farewell to illumination ears.
Yeah, what ears don't you have?
I don't know. There's a lot, but I have a lot.
Yeah. So I hope everyone liked these virtual trips to Disney World, since we really can't get there and it's closed.
Yeah.
So if you just let us know, either through Twitter or however you want to reach out to us, if there's a particular day and time that works, we'd love to do this. I mean, I can't believe we've been live streaming for so long.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't, and it's fun here watching old videos.
Because we film them all, but I never watch. This is the only time I watch them.
So we have time.
We should do this every day.
Yes, I know, Charlie.
I know.
So we still got I still have Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom to put together.
Yep.
So maybe we can do Animal Kingdom one day next week. We'll try to fit that. If you guys let us know what works for you, otherwise we'll try to figure something out.
Right. I mean, and then if you can't make it that day, you can always replay it and just watch it that way too.
And we haven't played everything that we have
we
either.
Didn't, no.
So, all right. Well, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Look for everyone else who has live streams. Everyone that's joined on has live streams that
I
we
know
watch.
Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerd Herders, they have a show tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Sunday at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. So we'll be tuning in there. At least it's not too early. I could sleep.
Yeah.
I had to get up at 8 o'clock yesterday. How dare these people?
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep, and we'll see you.
Soon.